third episode with Garrington Taylor, one of my friends from school days and somebody that I admire and respect a lot because of the person that he is and the person that he always has been. And I'm sure the person that he'll continue to be.
Never going to change, man. Never going to change.
Garrington,
Yes.
you've always shared a lot with different people. You know, when you're passing them, talking, whatever. What would you pass on? If this were your legacy, what would you pass on?
I never, people don't know this, but I'm not a limelight person. They think I am because they see me doing my show. It's a show. Yeah. The real me will sit in the background, but if I've got a job to do, I'll go in the front and do the job because that's how I am. For people out there, and I see it in a lot of the younger generations, they've got ignorance in the reality of life. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain that. Because a lot of people don't understand young people
I've
and
dealt
the
with
habits of young people.
I've dealt with a lot. I've got daughters and children myself, and I try to instill my kind of knowledge into them. You don't have to like people to get on with them. And people will always have an opinion of you that necessarily doesn't have to guide your life.
Yeah.
Yeah? So take it with a pinch of salt. That's what I do. People, I know there's enough people that I talk to, and probably in the back of their head, they can't stand me because I'm just that brash kind of always joking. But you know what? I'm never going to stop coming up to them and talking, laughing and joking, because that's me. So if you don't like it, then you know what to do. Stand over there and talk to somebody else. It's one person less for me to talk to. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? So the youths of today, it's hard for them. It's harder than us.
Yeah.
Our times was hard in a different way.
Yeah.
Because there was more, we had to fight more to get what we wanted. They have to fight, but it's a different fight. You know what I mean? And it's like, you've got to be knowledgeable and understand yourself. A lot of people don't understand their self. Your limitations will always block you if you don't know what your limitations are. But you can always surpass your limitations with knowledge and understanding, but don't push yourself to the extreme where it affects your mental health, it affects your body structure. You have to live the life you live and want to live it the way you want to live it. I've run 100 meters at Crystal Palace. Enough people don't know that. I've played semi-professional cricket. Enough people. A woman said to me the other day, you should have been a comedian. Why? And I said, I would have had to change for me to be that kind of comedian, because for me now, to be the funny kind of person, it don't cost me nothing. You know what I mean? So I can happily go along, making people laugh. And if me get petrol money all the time, me drive one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if I did it for a business, don't get me wrong, if I had a chance, I might have went there, but I'm not necessarily would have enjoyed it. And I may have been one of the millions that didn't make it.
Yeah.
So always pushing for that goal and not actually getting there. When you've been through it in other parts of your life, which I have, you decide to settle for where you are. And some people say it's wrong, but as long as you don't make it hold you back, because you may miss the chance for something else. I have never missed a chance. I was on telly at the age of 8. I done an advert for Christmas Means ITV. Now, if everybody knows, ITV was back in the day.
Massive.
Yeah? Massive. That was it.
The ILR station of the past, yeah.
Coronation Street. I went on the set of Coronation Street. I was in Tiswas.
Yeah. With
Lenny Henry and them and them. You know what I mean? I've been on telly, I've done that, and they wanted me to do it because I had that little swagger about me at them times, you know what I mean? So I could have went a different way, but I'm happy and contented in what I've achieved, because a lot of people have got fun and enjoyment out of what I've done. People are getting that now, because some people say, you're not right. My daughter says it all the time. You're not right, man. And it's because I'm always laughing and joking. Don't get me wrong. I have my down days.
Yeah.
And I've been through, health-wise, My birthday the other day, yeah, I've reached 60. You know what I mean? 2 times in my life, I didn't think I was going to reach 60. I've come out of hospital twice thinking, when I was in there, I think I weren't coming out.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And that alone changes you as well, because you think to yourself, I've been that close.
Yeah, what's it all about?
What's it all, what, and I ain't achieved nothing. So I've come
Nothing.
out and said, I've achieved something, because people are going to realise that Garrington, there's more about me than a lot of people realise, you know.
Yeah.
I've had my own business twice.
Mm.
I got ripped off.
Yeah.
And lost everything.
Yeah.
But it was an Englishman that did it.
Yeah.
It was the worst if a black man did do it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's how I see it.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Yeah.
It would have been worse if it was one of my own did it, but it wasn't. So I can live with it. You know what I mean? I used to sell sex toys.
Yeah.
People don't know that I used to sell sex toys and ladies' underwear. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't believe it, but I brought the music into it because
Man of all trades.
I'm telling you, I used to do ladies' nights.
Yeah.
And sell my stuff. Enough people don't know, but that groomed me into the person I am now, because it made me be able to talk in front of people. I used to do seminars for 100 people, 200 people, stand up in front of them and talk about something I didn't have a clue about.
Well, you're inclusive.
Yeah.
And the beauty of that is that if you can talk to different people at different levels. When I say levels, I mean race,
Yep.
class,
Yep.
gender,
Everything. I've managed companies where they've had 300-400 people, and you get each and every different type, you know, lesbian, gay, this, that, the other. And you have to have inclusion, because if you don't, you can't do the job. Don't get me wrong. I always tell them, that's your business. Keep your business. As long as you're doing the work right, no business what you do after that. Because after work, I go to my yard and you're going to your yard.
Yeah.
But while we're in work, we have to work. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm paid to do. So the youths of today, they need to realise that there is an opportunity out there. But yeah, one thing somebody else told me, you have to in it to win it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't think and put yourself out of it before you give yourself a chance. It may not work for you 99.9999 times. It's not going to work. But you see, if you that 1% that work, you're going to make it. I know some millionaire people that have money, and it's the one thing they did was the thing at the right time, and they was there in the right place.
That's right.
And they made it. But there are people that, and I find some of them down to earth more than people who ain't got money.
It's true.
You know what I mean? So never hold back on your own opportunities, but don't reach too far that you stretch out your body and you can't manage it. And if you get there, keep yourself on a level now. Everybody knows me. I've never changed. Even when I got married, I said to my missus, I'm not going to change, because this is how you met me. This is how you found me. And I'm going to be me, because if I change, that's not the person I married. You know what I mean? And
but that's quite fortunate, because you've met and married and are still married to a wonderful woman. I can state that.
She's been through some times with me, because I ain't easy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you know me, I ain't easy, man. You know what I mean?
Definitely not.
I will say what I've got to say, and that's one thing people have to understand. Talk your truth and own your truth. And people who are listening, don't take it personal sometimes. You know what I mean? Because you may get something out of it. I could have took what you told me as a feisty remark. I could have. But make sure quality over quantity. You could have took it, but I didn't. I took it and said, you know what? I need to keep that.
Well, I think one of the things I also did at that time was I shared my example. The example
Was there.
was there.
Was there.
So it wasn't just a disrespectful
No,
remark.
but you never meant it that way.
It was the reason why it sounds like that, the reason why it looks like that,
Yep.
the reason why it
It played like
as
that.
has arrived here
Yeah, yeah,
is because I've looked at the quality.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, and that's all I could share with you, as well as
But
what I did
it's
behind the
not
mic and behind the
necessarily,
desks.
not necessarily just based to music. It's
No.
based to life,
To anything.
to anything.
A girl once told me, about 6 months ago, she said, "You've put all of your learning almost in a 360 degree of your life. So every aspect of your learning and education comes out 360 degrees."
But you're giving back. You're giving back.
On that note, I notice you want to talk about what you want to give back. There's a conference on Saturday the 29th at the Bank, which is about the British reggae industry and how Windrush shaped it, and how the elements of the conference are about shaping it so that we hand over the legacy to young people and to women and to other groups.
Yep. Me and you are not going to be here for eternity. So you have to give something for the future to keep the legacy going on. Yeah. Music is our legacy.
Yeah.
Cricket is my legacy, as yours. Athletics is my legacy. Everything runs it runs in a cycle, and if you don't feed into the cycle, it's just gonna fall away. I would hate to be sitting where I'm up or down, no business right now. I would hate to be sitting where I'm sitting and seeing that the music industry, the Midlands itself, hasn't got nobody going out there and doing it the way we used to do it,
or even developing it further for themselves.
Exactly, and enjoying it.
I don't expect young people, my son or my sons, to do music the way that I did. But what defines you? Because I said to him, nobody but me can't define me. I
said to my daughter's into DJ now, which I'm so proud of her. I can't even tell her how proud I am, because she's good, man. She even says she's better than me now. She's never better than me.
I love that.
But I wanted to say that to me because she's excelling at it. She loves music. She don't share her music with me. That's a maybe sore point with me. You can keep an eye out for music, but she's into it, and she's done. She's played in Gambia. She's played in Cape Verde. She's played in places that I haven't. I'm going to because that's still my goal. But she's done it, and she's good. Everybody comes and says, "Your daughter, man, your daughter." But she's grown up on music. She's grown up. She knows. The only thing she's got to learn to do is talk. She can't get the talking business. But I said to her, it will come when it comes. You know what I mean? Because don't be scared of people. Don't be scared of what your voice sounds like. Yeah. Because
it's your voice.
It's your voice, and you can't do nothing about it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So just use it. My voice is rough, deep. Yeah. But I did counselling. A lot of people never know. I did counselling for a bit, doing 2 years of a 4-year counselling course, and that stretched my knowledge to work with people. And the company I'm with now, I've brought in a wellness chat to they didn't even know about it when I got there. So they need to do a wellness with all the staff, and they had it all there, but I'm the one who's brought it out. You know what I mean?
Brilliant.
So they're looking at me thinking, whoa, this guy coming in and him have dread, and they have that stigma about it. But there's so much I can give, but it's not just black people. It's not just music. I'm giving it to whoever wants to take it in. And that's how you got to be. You know what I mean?
I think, what do you think about this? Right. It's a question for you. Mm-hmm. People used to say that this is a man's world. I do not often hear them saying that anymore.
Nowadays.
I believe that this is a woman's world now. And the balance has moved above.
A lot.
Right? Now, I don't find that's a problem. Not for me anyway.
No.
Because I'm willing to embrace greatness.
You've got to adapt.
Greatness. What I want is to push forward whoever is best at what. What's your opinion?
We live in a life of, we've grown up in a man's world. That's how and the man is this and the man. But nowadays, as long as you have a balance, there's got to be a balance. Life is a balance, you know.
Well, there always will be.
There will be a
it's
balance.
Whether one party wants to listen
to
the other.
Exactly. There's got to be a balance. I have no qualms in women going out there. I'd love the woman to be the top, as long as there's a balance and they have an understanding of why they're there and what they're there. A lot of people go into politics and they don't know why they're there. They don't know what they're there for. So when they're there, they don't know what they're doing. Yeah. If you have that knowledge to know why you're going, what you're going there for, when you get there, you got a purpose. And no matter what it is, you need a purpose. Women construct. There's L vibes.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
L vibes. I know L vibes from when L vibes was scared to talk on the mic, and I used to talk for L vibes. And I said this to her. I said,
Ranking Bev.
Exactly. I said to L vibes. I said, listen, don't watch the crowd. I learned this through learning to be a sales rep, because I'm a sales rep as well. When you're talking to people, don't look directly in their eyes, because your eyes say everything. When you do martial arts, they say look in your eyes, because that's when you know what the move's going to be made. But if you're talking to people, look just above their eyes, so they think you're looking in their eyes, but you're not, and you'll be able to get your expressions out. And that's something somebody can take from me, because it works.
Listen, they've got some phenomenal DJs.
Yeah.
As women. Judith Jacobs, Elaine Smith, DJ Lane, you know, Sandra B.
All right.
Destiny.
All right. God rest in peace, Angel.
Yeah. Now, come on. These women have played their role. You know, Arlene, Calypso, you know.
Without them doing their role, I don't think we'd have gone anywhere further than the little bit that mans do, because we always limit ourselves, you know. We always limit ourselves to...
And the young people.
All right.
So this is what the conference, to me, is about. What is it about for you? What are you going to get from it? As Garrington, a mic man, a sound man, a celebrity in the area, what is in it for you?
There's still things in the genre that I have no understanding about. Right. I've done promotions. Yeah. I've been a sound man. I've been a crowd in the crowd. I've done it all. But there's parts of the business that I still don't know, because I've never touched into it.
Yeah.
So I still have a knowledge. I still have a yearning for knowledge. Yeah. I still have it. I want other people to have the yearning for knowledge, because knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you know, you can excel. I could have been one of the biggest promoters in the UK if I had the knowledge of promotion, but I did it for the fun and love of it. And sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone. But there was nothing like this in our time. Nothing at all. To give people that sit down and think, you know what, I don't want to do it because I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how we live. You know what I mean? So the opportunity to go and listen to people with experience.
Yeah.
Because I believe that bad experience is as good a knowledge as good experience.
That's right.
Yeah. Because without bad experience, you don't know what the bad downfalls of the business is.
You don't know what to avoid.
Yeah, exactly. And yourself, you've been there. We learned by trial and error, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've lost probably more than we've gained through trial and error. Mm. But if somebody can give me that to make it tip the scales on the better side, to gain more than lose more, you need the knowledge to do it. And this is the kind of thing that will give you the opportunity and ask questions. Don't be scared.
Brilliant.
Don't be scared to ask questions. You know what I mean? Because, and even if there's, as I said this when I'm doing my seminars and stuff, I do them all the time at work and that. Don't be scared to ask me a question. Whether you think it's a stupid question